this is AirFlo at Sun'n Fun Aerobatic headquarters. I'm in front of Rob Holland's airplane. Hi Rob, this is how many times you've been in Sun'n Fun?
How many times I've been at Sun'n Fun? I've actually lost count. I've been here a lot. I came here young when I first started flying, just as a spectator, and now I'm performing here, so it's been quite a few times.
What is the most challenging part in your show?
Most challenging part of my show? I practice enough, but the maneuvers are not difficult. They're so well practiced. So the challenge is every place you fly is a different location, and just knowing what the landmarks are, what the references are, if there's anything in the way down near to the ground. So just learning the site that you're at is the difficult part.
The current airplane you're flying, the 330 extra now, how has that been modified?
Really, not terribly much. So it has a Lycoming Thunderbolt engine in, so 10-to-1 compression. We put the new Hartzell Talon propeller on it. And then we made a couple of changes with the bell cranks and things to get a little bit more elevator travel with it. And then, like any aerobatic pilot knows, it's all about your ailerons. So we've spent lots and lots and lots of hours making perfect spade aileron tape P-strip combination. And so no two extras are really ever alike. And so mine is set up for me. But as far as super modifications go, not a ton.
How about you, Rob? Tell us about your airplane there.
Well, right now I fly an MXS. I've been flying MXs since 2007, started off with an MX2. 2011 transitioned to MXS, and then I got another MXS in 2019, which is the one behind us right now.
And how has this one been modified for you?
Now they pretty much come out of the factory like mine is right now, but in 2011 we modified an MXS. We changed the rudder, the elevator, canopy, cowling, wingtips, and the seating position. So, pretty stock.
So tell us about your show, your performance. What kind of maneuvers, what's your favorite maneuver that you like to perform?
Oh man, I get asked that all the time. I like the whole package. I like just try to put together, I mean there's no such thing as a perfect routine, but just from start to finish trying to make it as perfect as possible, and entertaining and non-stop and always something going on. So I like the choreography of putting everything together.
How about you, Mike?
Yeah, the same thing. I still feel like a competition aerobatic pilot in my heart, even though I haven't flown competition in quite a long time. And so my dream as a kid was always to be Leo Loudoncycle, right? To look like Leo and fly like Leo. And so I try to, my impression of Leo in my mind is what I try to do every time I fly, which is super aggressive, hard, and still precise even after a bunch of years. So still flying very aggressive, perfect lines, and paying attention to all of that, and then obviously starting to put in tumbles and all kinds of gyroscopic stuff, yet in a very controlled way that it almost looks like, you know, a lot of people go out in the airshow business and they just start tumbling around, and then they make these really lazy, ugly exits of the maneuvers. And sorry, did I say that out loud? But really, no, not that. And so the whole idea is to try to do a perfect vertical line and a perfect vertical roll and a perfect three-quarter snap, and then do some kind of a tumble that actually stops perfectly on heading with the wings level, and so it looks like it's all, you know, if somebody didn't know, you'd say, oh, that's a competition maneuver, even though it really isn't. So, yeah, he could be flying anything like this, Rob. That's my goal anyway.
Well, that's certainly true. We look out here out of the tent and we say we can tell exactly which one of you are flying. You both do such beautiful routines and everything. And Rob, tell us a little bit about your routine.
Well, I just, Leo's obviously an inspiration to me too. One thing I always liked about him, this show started when the second wheels came off the ground and the second wheel through. So that's kind of inspired to structure my air show that way. So it goes right from takeoff, trying to show people things hopefully haven't seen airplanes do before. I try to think outside the box and come up with new stuff. I just love the creative process of just trying to figure it out. You come with like 99 ideas, and 98 of them don't work. But then strike on that one stuff, and just go.
Well, it's pretty impressive because you guys both do stuff that doesn't look like airplanes should be able to do that. And you don't just fly the airplane, you wear the airplane, you do things that are just incredible. And like you said, you tried 99 things and one works. What the creative process? Tell us a little bit about the creative process. How do you come up with some of these maneuvers?
I mean, to me, it's you wake up at 2 in the morning going, I wonder if I can make the airplane do whatever it is you're just thinking about. And you just think about it for a long time. You know, how can you make it happen? What's the aerodynamics for the gyroscopics? What can it develop into? What are the outs? And then after a long time of trying to like work it through, you just go over there and try it up high. And you can usually tell right away if it's got potential or not. And if it does, you just keep on working on it until you perfect it. You don't want to put an air show until you don't have to think about it. It's like walking. Right? If you want your attention to be on everything else, where's the ground? Where's the wind coming from? Where's the crowd? You know, that type of stuff. How about you?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, honestly, Rob is the most creative pilot that I've ever seen, right? That's what Rob's known for. And so when I go change things, it's usually with Rob watching on the ground. Try this. Hey, try one of those. Have you done one of that? And it's like, it's fun, right? And you think about like Rob, Kevin Coleman, and I spend a lot of time in Louisiana and around, and all helping each other and pushing. Because I think there's probably only a few people that kind of speak our language and understand that and know each other's flying really well, and that's what's fun, because we all want to get better and better and better, and or at least different and unique, and try not to get stuck in one sequence over and over. And that's what's fun about this, is that you're just never done learning, and when your friends help you, it's even better.
So I think a lot of people don't understand it's not a competition. You guys work together quite a bit then.
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think Rob and I are so lucky that business has been so good to us, and we've been so successful at it that there's no competition, right? We're friends and want each other to do really well and be the best.
With Eddie Sanders?
Hey Rob, on your airplane, some of the things you do makes it look like the airplane's really set up FCG, and so in respect to that, where about is your CG in reference to the aerodynamic core of the wing?
It's not as far back as people think it is. It's about 29.5%. The further back you go, like you do some quote-unquote crazier things, but the competition side of it and the rest of the stuff seems to get sacrificed. So it's finding that balance where it's back a bit where you can get away with some stuff, but forward enough that the competition side of things still looks crisp and precise.
So any other changes as far as other than that from a dynamic point of view, or is that pretty much it?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I got a little bit more deflection in some of the control surfaces, but the way you see the airplane now, I mean, if you were to order a brand new one, it pretty much comes out of the factory like that.
Awesome. So you have quite a support team, obviously on the ground, and you want to mention some of your support teams that help you out? I know there's a lot of preparation that goes into each air show.
Most of the shows it's just me. My girlfriend comes out; she helps quite a bit, Jennifer. And then I have my sponsors that help me out. But yeah, that's the sponsors team. So I got E3 Aviation this year. AirFlo came on board. Braymont Watches and Sling Pilot Academy. Champion Aerospace.
And you also have a team with you?
Yeah, so when I come to Sun'n Fun and to Oshkosh, I'm supported by Goulian Aerospace Technology. So everybody sees the big black and yellow trailer out there, which is actually our trailer that lives in Plymouth and spends a bunch of time on the road with us. So it's sort of a demo center for all of our lights, and so we staff that trailer. So Ryan Tierney flies the airplane from show to show for me, and Hannah Smith takes care of it and works on it. And like Rob, my wife is here kind of running the show while we get to go fly airplanes, and there's always a boss behind the scenes. And so again, it's something that you have to have support to do it. It's just too much to do on your own.
So for both of you, you got a lot of fans out there, a lot of people like watching. What's the message you'd like to instill to the younger generation, to the fans out there that are out there following?
You know, when I was a kid, I went to the air show. I was on the other side of the fence looking out and watching the airplanes. It was totally inspiring. To be able to kind of follow my dreams and do that. So, just whatever you're inspired to do, whatever you want to do, don't have a plan B. Have a plan A and make it work. Just go for it. And whether it's flying or being a doctor or whatever it is, just go for it.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, right? Like, it's not easy, so it takes dedication to it, right? It takes time. And I think today everybody wants it to happen overnight, right? And it's not a video game. You've just got to put in hours and hours and hours of time, and make your circle of people bigger, and opportunities present itself. So it's about being an awesome human being as well as being amazing in the sky. And I think, again, like Rob said, whatever it is in life, I think that's important too.
Yesterday I was in the hangar with you and Paulo Esco, and there was a new gadget in your airplane that you might want to talk about and let the world know about it and how it's helped and affected how you create your routines.
Sure. Yeah, he came up with this thing called AcroWorks. It's basically a geometry box, and it's amazing. You do your flight, you come down, you download your flight. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry. He came up with this box called AcroWorks. Basically, it's one or two bucks. So you do your flight, you come down, you load on the computer, and you can watch your flight from any angle. You get all the metrics of what's happening, speed, and for critiquing, watching everything you just did, figure out what you did right, what you did wrong.
Full animation with it?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's Acro, ACRWRX.com, and check it out.
Do you also use it?
Yeah, the bad part is it's a little too accurate.
Yeah.
Man, I'm better in my mind than what I see on my computer screen all the time.
So it rats you out.
It does, totally. Yeah.
No, I think that's it, man. I really appreciate you guys coming down here. Let's keep up the good work, and you guys are great ambassadors to the sport, and much appreciated.
Yes, it's a true honor to have you both here. And to the fans out there, the people here at Sun'n Fun, both Rob and Mike are very approachable and friendly, so I would encourage the young fans to come over, say hi, talk to them. They're very interesting and inspiring, so thank you again both for being here, Rob and Mike. And for Aerobatic Headquarters at the Sun'n Fun Radio, this is Brad Gear, Sun'n Fun 2025.